There has been a major development in the death of a child at Tughlaq Lane area. It was alleged that stray dogs had mauled the child, but now the animal rights activists claim that there can be involvement of a pet dog of that particular area. I have been joined by Ambika Shukla, is animal rights activist. Ambika ji, what is happening? How the animal rights community have gathered here to, force police to find out the details of the case?
You know, the instance that has happened, it has taken place in a VIP area where there is both 24-hour police surveillance, there is CCTV cameras, there is a sizable population that lives there. We feel that to do justice to the child and for the truth to come out, there needs to be a proper detailed investigation. There should be, as the court has also directed now, that CCTV footage should be examined and preserved, and it needs to be looked at. You know, it is very easy to simply say and blame street dogs, but there is no eyewitness, there is no evidence. The little girl lived in a closed compound, a gated compound to which the dogs had no access. If the little girl was outside the compound, why was she outside alone? If she was outside alone, even then, how did she get to the 150 meters away from where to where she is supposed to have been found? This is a little child. This is a toddler of less than 1.5 years old. She can hardly walk. How could she travel from outside her own compound all the way to 150 meters away? And what is it that nobody noticed a little girl outside alone first?
What is the role of, a possibility of a pet pitbull that has been kept chained for breeding in this entire case?
Correct. This family owns a pit bull rather, who is kept constantly tied up for the purposes probably of breeding. Any dog who is kept tied up will naturally be what we call in Hindi chid or irritable. Now, if this child was alone, left alone in any circumstance with the dog, if with a chained up dog, who knows what could have happened? So all we are asking that it be checked. If there is a pit bull, why is the role of that dog not being looked at? Why is it not being seen? What were the circumstances? Where was the child? Where was the family? How did any dogs get access to the child? What actually happened? And even before any evidence or eyewitness or CCTV, why has this been pronounced as a done deal? Ke kutton ne aisa kar liya. The media has been circulating stories.
Stray dogs, blaming stray dogs.
Correct. And, without any kind of evidence, we don't normally do that. When a major incident occurs, as has happened here, there is always a thorough investigation. The police release a report. The CCTV is examined. Everybody shows responsibility in their reportage. But when there are animals involved, it seems to be a free-for-all. Everybody says exactly what they want. People use the most horrifying descriptions, even without being on site or examining the evidence or even knowing the case. But there are reports that circulate, and as a result of these often exaggerated, often untrue reports, the consequences are really sad. 2 of the dogs of the area have been beaten to death. Many of the other dogs have been relocated. One has been burnt and is currently being treated in a hospital. Their shelters have been removed. Their food sources have been cut off. Why are we doing this? When an accident occurs, a traffic accident occurs, every driver is not penalized. Even when a rape occurs, is every man clubbed together as a villain? No. We examine the situation individually. Why is it that when an incident where an animal is suspected, they are all clubbed together as generalized as killers and treated like that? This is not their nature. Dogs are naturally friendly animals. And any time an incident occurs, it is a singular incident provoked by certain circumstances which need to be understood and examined and care taken that such a circumstance is never repeated. That is the way a civilized society functions. We are not barbarians that we go with lathis and kill every animal in sight. We are not barbarians that we dub every dog a killer. We are not barbarians that we...
Without any investigation.
Exactly. So why is it that we are behaving in this barbaric fashion? Have we lost the power of reason? Have we lost the power of responsibility? Have we lost the power of common sense? Why do we not look at incidents in perspective and look and see that if there is a tragedy that's occurred of this nature, what exactly happened? Why was it caused? How can it be prevented? That is the way forward.
So how can it be prevented and what exactly happened? The claims are really, really serious. If there is an involvement of a pit bull that has been changed for breeding, that is really to be investigated, and the police must get to the bottom of this case. With camera person Kripal saying in Delhi, this is Abhishek Anand reporting for India Today.